Hey everyone, so today we're going to look at ordering rational numbers from least to greatest. The first thing we talk about is what a rational number is. It can be any number that could be written as a fraction. Okay, so -1 I could write as a fraction -1/1. -2.75 I know is -2 3/4. Okay, so any number that can be written as a fraction is a rational number. So what we're going to do is look at how to put these numbers in order from small to big. And to do that, I'm going to use the number line that you see drawn on your screen. The number line is broken up into different sections. To the left of 0, we are counting away from 0. So we're starting with -1, -2, -3. The closer it is to 0, the bigger the number is. Okay, on the negative side, the closer it is to 0, the bigger the number is. On the right side, as we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it is the opposite. So on the right side, the positive side, as we get further away from 0, the bigger the number is. Each section you can see is broken up into halves and fourths. So the purple lines represent halves, and the red lines represent the fourths. Okay, so red and purple together are the fourths. So this would be like -1/4 right here. This would be +1/4. All right, so let's start with the ones that are easy for us to visualize. So -1, we know where that goes because it is already on the number line. It is labeled for me. I can move it where it belongs. Same thing with +4. I can see where that is on the number line, so I'm going to move it into its spot. -2.75, when I look at that number, -2.75, if I were to write that as a fraction, it would be the same as -2 3/4. So on my number line, I'm going to go back to -1, -2, and then 3/4 mean I'm going to count 3 of these lines. So 1, 2, 3, -2.75. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Goes right on this red line right here. Now let's look at +25/4. So +25/4, I could write that as a fraction or as a mixed number. Sorry, it already is a fraction. By breaking it up into chunks of 4/4. So I know I would have 4/4, 4/4, 4/4, that would be 12/4, 16/4, 20, 24 is almost 25, and then I would have 1/4 left over. So I'm going to count how many 4/4 I have, and that is going to be my whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 1/4, meaning 25/4 is the same as 6 1/4. So I know that it's going to move at least to the 6, and then I need to move 1/4 further which would put it at this red line right here. 3/8 is already simplified as far as it can go. So I just need to figure out where it belongs. If I were to break or change my fourths to eighths, so let's say 1/4. 1/4 as eighths, I know that 4 times 2 will give me 8. So 1/4 is the same as 2/8. So if 1/4 is 2/8, 1/2 as eighths would be 4/8. I know that 3/8 is going to be in between, oops, I'm in the wrong place, in between 1/4 and 1/2. So it's going to go about there. -5/3, make it smaller. I'm going to do the same thing I did with 25/4. So -3/3. And I don't have another third in here, but I do have 2/3 left. And that's going to give me negative. We have 1 whole and 2/3. So this is the same as -1 2/3. Now my graph, or my number line isn't broken up into thirds, but I know that 1/3 is going to be in between 1/4 and 1/2, and 2/3 is going to be in between 1/2 and 3/4. So 1 2/3, -1 2/3 is going to be about there. So now I hope you see what we have done. If we start on the left side of our number line, we can see that we have the numbers in order from least all the way up to greatest. So when you're asked to order numbers on a number line from least to greatest, or even greatest to least, it helps to make the number line and put them where they belong, and just looking at the order that they are in. So as you're working on your assignment, remember, use a number line to help you figure out where they belong in the order. If you have any questions, please let me know.